Running. Cool. Hi everyone, I'm TigerHawk3. Today we're going to look at some more Django. And I don't mean Django Fett, the bounty hunter. I mean Django, the Python web framework. Okay. We're going to set up a database for now. Open my site /settings.py. Gonna open up that folder. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. Settings.py. There we go. Cool. Cool beans. By default, the database is SQLite. The tutorial implies that it's not a very good database. When starting your first real project, however, you may want to use a more robust database. So apparently SQLite, which is included in Python, isn't suitable for real work. That's odd. If you wish to use another database, etc. What do I actually have to do in here if I am using the default SQLite? While you're editing settings.py, set timezone to your time zone. Goodness. Time zone is PDT. Hopefully that works. Note the installed apps setting at the top of the file. Here we are. Contains the following apps that come with Django. Okay, great. Some of these applications make use of at least one database table, so we need to create the tables in the database before we can use them. To do that, run the following command, and that command is going to be over here. Oh, I can't do that, huh? Is it in here that I have to be? I'm not sure. Is it at the package level? Or at the app level? I'm not certain. Let's go at the top level in the package. Oh no, it just needs to be where manage is, and manage is right here at the top level. Okay. Very good. pymanage.py migrate. Migrate looks at the installed apps, creates any necessary database tables according to the settings. You'll see a message for each migration. Okay. Gonna go ahead and press enter there. I hope this is good. Okay, okay, okay. Great. Creating models. That's the database layout with additional metadata. Great. A model is the single definitive source of truth about your data. It contains essential fields and behaviors. Follows do not repeat yourself, the dry principle. Includes the migrations. Okay. Alright, we're going to make 2 models. So we're going to go into polls, and we're going to change models.py. Did I actually change anything in here? What did I change in there? Oh, yes, I did. I probably had to save it first. Can I just do this again? Okay, whatever. Hopefully that's fine. I didn't know that was all we would be doing, so I hadn't saved after changing that. If it sticks with UTC, that's fine. I don't particularly care. Models. Nothing. So let's just copy paste them in here, and that's good. So we have QuestionText that we don't do anything with. Okay. So we're saving these values and not doing anything with them. Maybe we will later. Each model has class variables. Each field is represented by an instance of a field class. Care field, date time field, yeah. The name of each field instance is the field's name. Okay. Like QuestionText and pubdate. Fine. You'll use this value in your Python code, and your database will use it as the column name. Okay. Field can have an optional first argument, which is the human readable name. Okay. Some field classes have required arguments. Care field requires a max length. Okay. So I guess that's kind of like a tk entry widget. Just a little box for text. A field can also have various optional arguments. Default value of votes is 0. Okay. A relationship is defined using foreign key. What's that? Where is that? Foreign key. It tells Django that each choice is related to a single question. Okay. Django is now going to be able to create a database schema and create a Python database access API. First, we need to tell our project that the polls app is installed. Edit settings again and change the installed apps setting to include the string polls.apps.pollsconfig. Okay. Oh, they want it as the first one. Okay. I don't know if the order counts or not. They don't specify. Now Django knows to include the polls app. Let's run another command. Okay, save. Not this one. Not this page. The other page. This one. And how about also models? Let's save that. And pymanage.py, make migrations with polls. Okay. Should see something similar to the following. Yes, that's what I see. Great. This tells Django that you've made some changes to your models, which includes making new ones like this, and that you'd like the changes to be stored as a migration. Migrations are how Django stores changes to your models, and thus your database schema. They're file on disk. You can read the migration for your new model if you like. Apparently it doesn't matter. They're designed to be human editable if you want, but you don't have to, okay? There's a command that will run the migrations for you and manage your database schema automatically. That sounds good? So eventually we will, but right now we're going to see what SQL that migration would run. Okay. SQL migrate command. PyManage.py SQL migrate polls and 0001. Is that the right number? Yeah, 3 zeros and then 1. You should see something similar to all of this stuff. Let's take a look at it. Great. Begin, create table, etc. Oh, we formatted it for readability. So the tutorial, they have a nicely pretty printed output for that, but not how it actually shows up. That's okay. The exact output varies. Table names are automatically generated. They have note the following with like a dozen things. Primary keys are added automatically. Django appends _ID to the foreign key field name. You can override that. It's tailored to your database. And SQL Migrate doesn't actually run the migration. It just prints it to the screen so you can see what SQL Django thinks is required. If you're interested, you can run something else that checks for any problems in your project without making migrations or touching the database. No, I think it's fine. PyManage.py migrate. Okay. Takes all the migrations that haven't been applied and runs them against the database. Basically brings everything up to date. Migrations are very powerful and let you change your models over time. Specializes in upgrading your database live without losing data, okay? So migrations are going to let us make changes and updates and add files without having to turn it off or take things down, okay? 3-step guide to making model changes. Change the models in models.py, then run Python manage.py make migrations to create migrations, and then pymanage.py migrate to apply those changes to the database. Okay? The reason that there are separate commands to make and apply migrations is because you'll commit migrations to your version control system. I'm probably not doing that. And ship them with your app. They not only make your development easier, they're also usable by other developers and in production. Okay, halfway through this second part. How are we on time? That's good, that's fine. Let's hop into the interactive Python shell and play around with the free API Django gives you. Did I have to start anything? Do I have to start the database from the previous, what's it? I'm not sure. From from last time, the py manage.py run server, and then I could, that was when I could go to a page in the browser and see content, the hello world thing. Views, when I could see this stuff. I don't know if the server has to be running or not. Let's try without it for now. And I will turn on this one. There we go. I need to go to this. Scripts, my site. Okay. And then we will run manage.py with an extra argument of shell. And this lets manage.py set the Django settings module environment variable, which gives Django the Python import path to my site settings.py. Okay. That's fine. Once you're in the shell, let's do that. manage.py shell. Okay. I can import this stuff. So I'm going to start by importing these. Question and choice, great. Question dot objects dot all. What is this? Question dot objects. I suppose that's in the parent class of models. So okay then. A query set that is apparently empty. It says create a new question. Support for time zones is enabled in the default settings file. Django expects a date time with tzinfo for pub date. Use timezone.now instead of datetime.datetime.now and it will do the right thing. Django.utils import timezone. Need the letter M over there. Now we're creating a question. Q equals a question, and the question text is what's new, and pub date is timezone.now. Okay. So I'm publishing a question of what's new with the current time and proper time zone. Okay. Oh, now I have to save this in the database. Okay. It has an ID now, and that ID is 1. And I can look up. Question text is this, very good. And pub date is 2016 956, and that should be 6:55. Yes, 7 hours ahead, because that's UTC. All right. Then let's do question.objects.all again, and we have one question in there, and it says it's a question object. So I guess that's the default string representation. And the tutorial says let's change that. Let's go to models and do Oh, there's another import it wants us to put in if you need to support Python 2. I do not. Adding a string method. Okay. Def string, and it's going to be self.QuestionText. Okay. So it's going to return this character field. This is a class variable. If I have self here, it means it's looking for an instance variable. And if it has a specific instance variable, it will return that. And if not, it will look for the class variable. Let's make another one for these, and it's going to be choice text. Okay. Let's add a custom method just for demonstration, okay? How about I'll just do this under question, okay? Was published recently. So this is a little method we're going to add for question objects. If the publication date is more than a day old, no, it's less than a day old, sorry, then it will be true, otherwise false. Oh, I have the time zone, so I need to import that here. From Django.utils import time zone. Okay. Oh, I need datetime as well. Import datetime. Okay. Very good. Save and start a new shell. Okay then. I can do that. Let's run this. From pulse.models import question and choice. Oh, that question is still in the database. And it says, what's new now? That's cool. We can filter by ID or question text starts with. Interesting. Question.objects.filter. Filters are something we've definitely worked with in the Star Trek Online loot parser. Potentially a good program choice to have an actual database, now that I think of it. Question.objects.filter question text and then 2 underscores starts with. Okay. Equals what? Same one. Now let's put something in there that it isn't there, and it will be empty. Very good. How far are we? Scroll, very good. Is this big enough? That's a little small, isn't it? Let me do the following. That's a little better. Okay. Where am I? From Django.utils, import timezone. Spelled correctly, please. Question.objects.get. Pubdate. I guess double underscore here is kind of like dot notation. So this is basically question text dot starts with being a string method. So maybe that's a built-in thing. It's an interesting way of kind of being object attribute access. I don't know. Pubdate dot year equals timezone dot now dot year. Is that working? Goodness. Awesome. Unknown time zone. PDT. Cool. That's great. How useful. Let's see what happens if I change it to PST. And save. Do I have to redo it? Who knows? I probably do. We want this. We have that one. We want the import. We already have that question. Let's go ahead and do that. Very good. Import time zone, we already have that. How about now? PST doesn't know either. That's fantastic. Unknown time zone, okay. PyTZ unknown time zone. I don't know what I'm supposed to do for this. Doesn't like my time zone. You know, time zone is actually somewhere that I've seen the Python documentation be wrong. In the datetime documentation, it says for just your basic, very useful and common parsing a string into a datetime object and formatting a datetime object into a string. One of the format specifiers is supposed to be the time zone, but the only one that I found that it recognizes is UTC. One of the examples has a different time zone. It doesn't work. So I guess this is the same way. I don't really know. I don't know why. Where's that thing? Time zone, time zone, time zone. Where did we change the time zone? Migrate, create the models. While you're editing my site /settings.py, set time zone to your time zone. Let's go in the documentation. Oh, it has to be a country/city, I guess. See the list of time zones. Okay. Oh, good lord. There's a gigantic list. There's just a Wikipedia listing of all the time zones. And there are apparently hundreds. It's great. Let's sort by UTC offset. I want a minus 8 or 7. America, Boise, Cambridge Bay, Chihuahua, Creston. Los Angeles, I guess we can use that. America / Los Angeles. Let's do that. Great. Let's see if that works. Okay. We go here, we save, and we go here, and we exit again, and then we do this again. Let's go with import this, import that. Can we do it now? We can! So it needs a specific name from there. Oddly, the Python datetime documentation doesn't have that that format. Where's the formatting specifiers? Where'd they go? Here we are. Locales representation, date and time representation. Time zone name. So the Python datetime documentation has examples of UTC and EST and CST. That's UTC Universal Time Coordinated, which used to be GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, which is in Europe, France, somewhere. It's the kind of the standard time. It's arbitrary, but other time zones are given relative to UTC. EST is Eastern Standard Time, which is the East Coast of North America. CST is Central Standard Time, which is 1 hour to the west of that. 1 hour to the west of that would be MST, I believe, Mountain Standard Time. Another hour to the west of that would be PST, Pacific Standard Time. That's where I am. Or right now we're on Daylight Saving Time, so it would be PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. And those don't work. So these need special specifiers, like America / Los Angeles. Maybe the time zone name needs to be that as well. Who knows? I'll try that later. But anyway, where were we? Question, what's new? Great. What's new? Did this change to what's up? Where did this change? Oh, they changed q.questionText equals what's up instead of what's new. Okay, and then you have to save again. All right, I don't need to do that. That's fine. Looking good so far. PK. What's a PK? Oh, a primary key. Question dot objects dot get primary key equals 1 is this one. Great. Then they reassign to Q. Oh, because it's this. It returns this question. Okay. You get the one with the primary key of 1, and then Q dot was published recently. True, because that was just a few minutes ago. Give the question a couple of choices. Q dot choice set dot all is what it's telling me to do now. Okay. Q dot choice set dot all. That displays any choices from the related object set, and we have none for now. I'm going to create 3 of those for S in for S in not much, the sky, and just hacking again. These are in the documentation. Oh, I need to move this up some more. I'm going to do C equals Q dot choice set dot create with a choice text of the string that we chose, and votes equals 0. The tutorial has 3 separate statements of q.choiceset.create with choice text equals not much and votes equals 0, and then another statement of q.choiceset.create choice text equals the sky, votes equals 0, and then for the last one they do C equals q.choiceset whatever. So I'm just going to assign them all to C, and it will be the last one. So that's great. C dot question is the what's new. Q dot choice set dot all. It's all of these possibilities. Dot count tells us how many there are. Choice dot objects dot filter question dot pubdate dot year equals timezone dot now dot year. Sounds great. It's current year, that's all of them. We can delete one and see, was the just hacking again? And we can do q.choiceset.filter, and then choice text starts with whatever we want, and we can delete that one. I don't know why they're filtering out everything but a certain one that we already have saved, but I will show you anyway. I might as well. This is what they want to do. We already have that saved to C. I don't know what the purpose is of that, but C dot delete. Okay. You see anything now? It's empty. Okay. Next is introducing the Django admin. Someone who could administrate, start the development server. That could be fun. How long have I been? 40 minutes. I think we will leave that for next time, possibly. Yeah. Okay. So that'll be something we'll have for the next stream. I'll start up the admin stuff, pick an admin password, etc., and then we'll be able to see things happening in the site. So that'll be cool. Tomorrow, gaming, something, I don't know. And day after that is this admin stuff. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.